Hi, welcome to Geography. I am your teacher, Mr. Reid. I won't be there today. I had to attend a funeral on the day that you're getting this video. At the moment, I am on vacation during my Christmas break, just like you were. And I am in Puerto Rico. The substitute's going to play this video. He's going to stop it every once in a while so that we could kind of participate through YouTube. So today, there's a couple purposes to the lesson today. You should have gotten a piece of paper that says all about me, and we're going to learn a little bit about you. You're also going to learn a little bit about me. First, in a second, I'm going to let the substitute pause the video so that we can talk, because I want to know, and I want the rest of the class to kind of talk about where you were for Christmas break. I am in Puerto Rico, which looks like this at the moment. It's very sunny and humid and 82 degrees and very awesome. So in a second, you're going to get an opportunity to raise your hand, and you're going to be able to say where you went for Christmas break. This might be something as lame as Washington City. That's fine. Some of you go to grandma's house, like on the East Coast every year or whatever. Some of you may have gone somewhere really cool. So substitute, pause the video. Everyone discuss where you went with your neighbor. All right, hopefully that went smoothly. The substitute unpaused the video, and now we're back at it. Bumpy ride. So you have a piece of paper in front of you that says all about me, and ideally I had a PowerPoint that was all ready to go, and I was going to tell you a little bit about myself and let you write down things about you. But I'm just going to kind of tell you about myself. I don't even remember all the things on the paper, to be honest. I don't have as good as a memory as I'd like, but I do remember a few things, so I'll tell you a little bit about myself and let you write down some answers on that paper. My first name is Scott, and you're going to call me Mr. Reid. I have two younger sisters, so I'm the oldest, and I want to know on your paper what position you are in the family, as well as your middle name. I'm trying to drive a golf cart and not crash at the same time. So I'm the oldest. I want to know if you're the youngest, if you're the oldest, middle child, you're the baby, whatever. So tell me. I'm going to go ahead and give you a second to write that down on the piece of paper. First name, middle name, position in the family, and last name. So go ahead. You will be turning this in to me at the end of the class period. Let's fill out the rest of the paper. Let's see. The next one that I remember is your favorite song, or not your favorite song, something you'd request me to play. In class, I'm gonna play music, because there's a lot of activities that are more chill, and we'll be playing music while we do them. And I mean, we can listen to the music that I like to listen to, but I'm sure you'd rather listen to music that you like. So you're going to write down a request on that paper. Just keep in mind one thing. If it swears or has got lyrics that are definitely not acceptable for school, it's not happening for you. All right. The other thing we want to know, let's see, we got your name, we got your song, your request. Oh, your favorite candy. This is actually kind of important, because there's going to be there'll be a few contests that we run through the quarter, and if you win, then I'm going to give you your favorite candy. So write that down. If you write down Snickers, because your favorite candy is Snickers, if you win the contest, I'm going to bring you a Snickers, and not some like dinky Halloween size Snickers. I'll bring you like a good size Snickers. My favorite candy, Skittles for sure. The purple bag is the best. This mixed bag with the blue and the purple is really good too, but purple for sure, 100% is the best flavor of Skittles. No arguments from you on that. Let's see, I want to know some other hobbies of yours. If you like to read books, if you like to listen to music on your off time, if you like movies. Actually, I think movies is one of the questions. My favorite movie is a movie called Inception. Hobbies. I have a hobby of, I do magic tricks. You may have heard from maybe some friends. I don't have I didn't bring a deck of cards with me, so I can't really show you a magic trick right now on the video, which is kind of a bummer, but. All right, I lied to you. I am gonna do a magic trick. This will be a magic trick on camera, and it's not a camera trick. There's no editing, it's simply just magic. I'm magic, that's how this works. So camera person, tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Okay, there's your card right there. Let's film the card so that you know front and back that it's a normal card. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna put this down right here. We're gonna take the card, and we're gonna take a bill, a $1 bill, ooh, a $5 bill. We're gonna put this down here. You want to film that too? Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. So we're gonna take this card and this bill, and we're gonna do magic trick with them. We're gonna wrap a $5 bill. What was it? Queen. We're gonna wrap the $5 bill around the queen, and we're gonna fold. Okay, so when we fold, the faces are touching and the backs are out. If we fold it the other way, the backs are touching and the faces are out. That's an important part of the trick, because without that explanation, some people get confused. And good magic tricks, you're confused anyway. But what we're gonna essentially do is we're gonna fold. Should we fold faces in or faces out? Camera person?
Faces
in or out? In?
In.
She says in, I say out. So we'll do a magic snap. And we'll change it. We'll do it again real quick. I'll even show you this side. Slow-mo. Right between. Okay. Go that way. And then I get accused. Why aren't we unfolding? I get accused every once in a while that I use more than one card. So we're gonna show you a rip perfectly. And so the bill, there's only one card, and the rips, if you film it, the rips will match perfectly, right like that. Here's your instructions. I want you to fill out that entire paper. So you've got the all about me on the top, your name, everything on that paper. Make sure it's filled out. A fun fact. Let's see. Fun facts are things that not many people would know about you. Like, I've been skydiving. That's a fun fact. Not many people know that about me. I want to know some fun facts about you. Make sure that entire paper, all the questions are answered. And I'm going to have the substitute pause the video here in a second, and I'll give you some more instructions on what to do after that. But right now, make sure that all the questions on that paper are answered. Do not turn it in yet. Just fill out the questions. Keep the paper on your desk. And substitute, go ahead and pause the video right now. All right, so now we're unpaused. What you're gonna do, see that big space in the middle of the classroom? Your desks are in a circle around the classroom because, for a reason. We want all that space in the middle because you're gonna get divided into teams of two, not teams of two, into two teams. And you're gonna compete against each other, and we're gonna time you. In terms of how we divide up the teams, I don't really care. I just want the teams even. So someone, I don't care who it is, someone count how many people are in the class right now. I'm giving you time to count. Someone have an answer? Okay, I'm assuming you got an answer. Divide that number 2. If there's 30 people in class, you have 2 teams of 15, and I don't really care who's on which team, just make sure they're even. One team stand in that open space in the classroom closer to the pencil sharpener and the door that you came in. The other teams stand kind of in the open space on the other side of the class. You're also send one person up to the front by the door. Each team gets one of those gray boxes underneath that table up by the front door. Team of 15 or 16, however many people are in your team, each of you has one gray box. Go grab that, substitute pause. I'll give you instructions once we have an even number of people and gray boxes for each team. All right, so we've got even number of teams. Each team has a gray box in front of them. Here's what I want you to do. You're gonna open this box in a second. Maybe you already have, that's fine. But inside is a puzzle. It's a really large puzzle. It's a puzzle of the world. It's 252 pieces. Each box, the puzzle is exactly the same. We're gonna time you. Actually, you're gonna time yourselves. I need one person from each group to pull out a phone. Go get your phone if you left it there. Someone volunteer for that, and you're gonna time your group. Okay, so once the timer person says on your mark and set go and starts the timer, you're gonna dump the puzzle pieces out on the floor. You can get rid of the gray box or push it out of the way, and you're gonna start building this puzzle. It's a puzzle of the world, and I need someone to write down on their All About Me paper, just the timer person, whoever that was, write down the time that it took you to complete. So if it took you 25 minutes and 30 seconds, write that down on your paper when you turn it in a little bit later. A couple things before we start. Don't start yet, pay attention to these instructions. After you are done, I need you to put the puzzle back into the gray bin, but I need you to make sure that all of the puzzle pieces are broken up into individual pieces. Don't put them back in the bin already put together, because the next class needs to do the same thing and you don't want to give them a gigantic advantage over the other group. Also, don't mix up the puzzle pieces. Don't mix up the pieces from each box. They are different. They're marked on the back, so make sure that you don't throw them or ruin them or lose them. Yeah, so substitute is gonna pause here in just a second. Your timer is gonna say on your mark and set go, and you're gonna put this puzzle together, and I'll give you more instructions after. Substitute, go ahead and pause. Okay, so you've put the puzzle together, and hopefully you've put the puzzle pieces back in the right bin, all in individual pieces. Just for reference, most classes, the first time they do the puzzle, between 20 minutes and 30 minutes usually is the average, so you can judge your group and see if you're below average or above average. But what I want you to do next is make sure the bins, the gray bins with the puzzle pieces in them, get put back under the table. Everyone sits back in their seats that they were sitting in before we started. So I will let the substitute pause so you have a chance to do that. Pause. Okay. Now that you're sitting back in your seats, you've done the puzzle and you filled out the All About Me paper, there's only one thing left to do in class for the day. Turn your All About Me papers turn them on the back. There's a weird, colorful design thing on the back of it. The desk that was in the middle of the classroom should have a bunch of coloring stuff on it. There's colored pencils, there's crayons, there's markers. You're gonna spend the rest of class coloring. Color that design on the back as cool as you wanna color it. And when you are done, or when the bell rings, take that paper and turn it into the basket. If you look, the basket's over on the side of the class by the door, by the pencil sharpener, and each basket is labeled 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, and so forth. Put it in your class periods box when you are done or when the bell rings. I will see you on either Monday or Tuesday, depending on if you're A day or B day. I'm gonna go enjoy my time in Puerto Rico, and I will see you next week.